Hey, what's up? It's your boy G Uno, and it's So Strange Saturday. I hope you all are having a pretty good day, a bright day. I hope your day gets better after watching this video. But hey, guess what time it is?
It's time to raise your mindset.
It's time to raise your mindset. And yo, for this Self Strange Saturday, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips to stay positive whenever you're feeling negative. Because a lot of times I be getting negative, but I figure out a way on how to keep myself positive, keep myself focusing on the future, on the brighter things, right? Even though my room might be a black box, right? The room I'm recording in might be a black box. There's still some light in here because I like to brighten up my day with it. All right, the first tip is to work out. And that's what I do. Whenever I'm feeling mad, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling frustrated, I just go and work out. Working out helps me release all of that steam, all of that negative energy, and whatever thoughts I have in my head, what's it called? They just go all into building up my strength. And all of that strength helps me with my overall health. Our next step is to listen to something. It could be motivation, self-strength, like what you're doing right now. It could be podcast or even an audiobook. I like to listen to these things while I'm multitasking, while I'm doing something that doesn't require me to just sit down and read. So that keeps me going, it keeps me happy. And even some music, right? Listen to positive music. Stop listening to like too many rap songs like that's giving you like bad vibes. Listen to something good that's gonna build that energy in you. That's gonna make you want to jump up in the air, you feel me? But yeah, I like to listen to motivation, podcasts, all of that because it gets me thinking deep. It actually gets me thinking about possibilities, things that I could do in the future. Or the next step is to read. Read good things, read books. If you don't like reading books, like you can even read on social media, just read something positive. Go on Google, type up something, figure out how to do something. Or you feel me? That's what's gonna help you. Like I do that all the time, and that's keeping me positive. That's keeping me informed about the future, informed about myself, informed about my friends and my family. I like to read about them. They might not know it, but hey, that's what I do because that's gonna keep me positive. Me knowing that I'm in control because I know a little bit more information. That's as positive I could get. The next thing is long walks. I do this often. Whenever I'm having a bad day or a bad week, the following day I go on a really long walk. And on this walk, I'm thinking about everything, even my past. And on that long walk, I have nobody to distract me. I have nobody to bump into me, to bug me. So I just go on a really long walk wherever. I go from it far away from my area, far away from my neighborhood so that I won't see anybody that I know. And on these, yeah, like on these long walks, I had the deepest of thoughts. And that's where like I start to do problem solving solutions. Whatever problem I have, I look back and I'm like, how could I have done this differently? Or if I'm gonna run into a problem, how can I handle it better? You know? All right. The next tip is to free write. That's something I also do. I like to free write whatever I'm thinking. It's basically like a journal or a diary. Just free write whatever you're thinking because later on, like following months, following years, you might actually go back and laugh at it, or you might actually use that as a reference to how you was feeling. That might be able to help somebody else out. You don't necessarily have to share it to anybody, but trust me, free writing that lets off all of your steam. That takes off all of your steam. Keep your mind positive. It's a shift from negative to positive. So that's a really good thing to do. Another thing I like to do, right? I like to help others. So like what I'm doing with this video, that keeps me positive. The more I help people, the more I forget about my own problems and I stop caring about myself. I stop thinking that I'm the only one going through something. So I always like to ask myself like, hey, what if somebody else is going through something worse than me? What would I tell them? And that's where I have to shift from negative to positive. I have to figure out something positive to say to them. So that's the reason I'm speaking to you guys today. I don't know. Hey, one of you might be going through something way worse than me, and I don't know. But hey, just know that like you have somebody that will talk to you or whatever. So comment in the comment section like anything that y'all want me to talk about. All right, going back to the last thing, it's the fucks not giving method, right? So let's say you're having a shitty day, you're having a shitty moment. What's it called? Just understand that nobody gives a fuck. Literally, nobody gives a fuck that you're having a shitty day. But the way you could look at it is that if nobody gives a fuck, why should I? And it's dosed by like some magic fuck giving holes or whatever, right? All of your problems seem to go away. You stop hating yourself for having that shitty day, and you start looking forward towards positive and brighter futures. So yeah, in situations that you can't control, or even if you just made a mess up, you made an error, know that like, yo, the future can and will get better. Just don't give a fuck about what you messed up with. That's the ultimate goal to being positive. And yeah, I learned the fuck's not giving method from this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And ever since reading that, I've been a way positive person. And people always ask me, hey Uno, how do you, stay positive when there's a lot of negative going around? It's easy. I just don't give a fuck, and I focus on what I want to get out of life. If I already went through a couple of hells, right? Why should I just reminiscing about all that? Why don't I just go and make a heaven for myself? Why don't I go and see the new day? So that's what I'm doing. That's what I like doing. But yeah, it was your boy G Uno. You was watching Self Straight Saturday. You just raised your mindset. And your boy Uno out.